second Creative Arts Conference, and Nicole was with us for our first one, and we are so happy to have you back for this one too. Can't wait what you have to share with everyone, and I'm going to hand over to you.
Thank you so much, Pam. It is a great pleasure to be here. A huge thank you to the Creative Arts team, to our very dear Henny for creating this vision initially and putting it together, and for his whole team now, including the lovely Pam, who's here in yellow, to welcome me. Thank you. To Schoolscape, your team are incredible for all the support and for making the technical side happen. We appreciate you so much. We're going to kick off a session today that is going to be a collaboration session. In the real sense of the word, we are going to collaborate together on a page and have an experience together that I hope will be super fun. We've been learning about how we really have sparks of engagement learning that lasts when we are playing. So let's do that together. I'm going to share my screen, but I'm also going to pop into the chat a link for you to join me on a Kami page. And I'm going to ask you to click on that link, and you'll still hear me in the background. So it would be wonderful if you could join me on that page, and you'll still hear me in the background. And when you're on that page, I should start to see you joining me, and we're going to have an experience in Kami together. If it's the first time you've ever been in Kami, don't worry, I'm going to give you a chance to get in. Initially, when you click on the link, it may ask you just to confirm a few basic questions about yourself. Are you working in a school? Are you a teacher or a student? Do you use a learning management system? So if it's your first time, we'll give you a chance to click on that link and join me on the page. And I should start to see, I am starting to see some of you joining me on this page, which is wonderful. By way of introduction, very briefly, my name is Nicole Rennie. I'm a Kami Teacher Success Champion, where it is my great pleasure to mold my experience as a Kami teacher, a Kami coach, and a Kami mom in order to help teachers all over the world to get the most out of the supportive educational tools that Kami offers. And I'm delighted to see that some of you have joined me on this page. The link for joining me, if you haven't yet joined on the page, is in the chat. So if you're in Woover watching this live, you can see there is a live link in the chat that you can click on in order to join me. And when you're in this page, it would be super if you would like to pin the page. So at the top of your tab, you will see that Kami K. And if you right click there, you can actually pin this tab so that while the session is going on, you won't accidentally click out of the page and lose what we are doing. The other thing you could do is bookmark this page. There are a lot of goodies in here for you. So if you would like to bookmark this to view at a later stage, you can always easily find it if you bookmark the page. So on the right-hand side of my page are the instructions on how to bookmark that page. And also, I'd love to say, for those of you who don't go on the page with me today or need a little bit more time with me on the page, I'm going to also pop out a way for you to reach out to me after the session so that we can plan to redo with your team or just have a little bit more time. So here's that link for you. If you would like to reach out to me anytime, we can actually schedule some more opportunities to go through all there is to learn about Kami. Here we go. So my team are majority in New Zealand, and so they are at the moment very, very late at night. And a lot of my team are also in America, and they are currently super, super early in the morning. So when there are questions in the chat today, if I don't get to those during the session, be assured I will get to them afterwards, and I will reach out to everyone so that you get the support that you need. So we're on the first page, and during our session, we're going to scroll through this Kami page together and have some fun exploring the Kami tools. So we're going to move on to page 2 just by scrolling down on the page. And on page 2, I'm going to draw your attention to, if you've never used Kami before, there is a video for you to watch later on page 2. You will know which page you're on. If you look at the bottom right of your Kami document, you'll see in a little gray block, it says we're on page 2 of 20. So it's very exciting to watch those who are joining the page, and I can see the initials of the people who are in the page with me at the bottom right of my screen. You too can see those who are on the page with us, which is wonderful. Then we're going to scroll to page 3. And on page 3, the pink page, in case you missed last year's Kami and the Creative Arts session, please feel free to watch that session at a later stage. You have this Kami page now, so you can come back, and there is a video on the page for you. That was a session all about curriculum examples of using Kami for music, art, and drama. Today's session is going to be us playing and collaborating in Kami. Let's scroll on to the next page. There is some information for you after our session if you would like to have a way to get into Kami quickly and easily to do your own things in Kami. So this page is our session page, but you too can create and collaborate in Kami afterwards. So those are the links for you there. And we're going to scroll down to page 5, where we are digging into collaboration with Kami. And so it is a great pleasure for me to share the ways that Kami quite uniquely supports collaboration. So you may have tried to collaborate in other platforms before with your students, and you will love that Kami does collaboration quite uniquely, and you're going to experience that in our session today. So the first thing we're going to start off with, I'm super excited for you to be one of the first to experience this new tool in Kami, and that is our camera on the page tool. And so we are actually going to do this together as a collaborative collage. We are going to snapshot our faces and put them on the page. And I'm going to do this slowly with you. I have got a whole host of tools in my toolbox, but on your screen, you should have just the select tool on the left-hand side and the add media tool. So if you scroll with me to the blank page on page 7, this is where we're going to test out that camera tool on the page. So if you click on your add media tool on the left-hand side of your page, you'll notice you have a camera icon. And if you click on that camera icon, you will be able to take a photo of yourself. And I'm going to do this with you. You just choose the button, take photo, and immediately you click on the page and you will be able to paste a photo of yourself on the page. Now, I'm excited for us to make a collage. You can, once you've taken your photo, even crop your picture and move your picture. And there are a lot of us on this page. Greetings, Pam. It's delightful to see your picture having popped up on the page. Because I'm expecting lots of photos, I'm going to ask that we all just resize our photo by choosing, yay, it's exciting to see your faces on the page. By choosing the bottom right corner gives you a little purple circle that you can scroll to resize your photo. And then if you click on your photo, you're also able to move it on the page. Yay, I'm seeing a lot of people instantly able to take a photo on the page. This is super exciting. I'll pause while we do that on this page and just play a little bit of music while you're pasting your photos on the page. I will just play some music in the background. This is super exciting. Feel free to go grab the little purple circle at the bottom right to resize your photo, and then just click and drag to move your photo into place on the page. Wonderful to see your beautiful creative faces on the page. Let me pause that music while I say something. While I see all of your beautiful creative faces on this page, I want to lean in and say something special that you cannot hear enough. I want to say thank you. Thank you, creative minds, for nurturing and inspiring young creativity every single day. No amount of thank yous can be enough, but it is appreciated and it makes the world of difference. So being able to connect with you today on a Kami page is incredibly meaningful for me. And thank you for all the work that you do. I know that it's not light work. I know that you put so much effort into all your art, drama, music, teaching, and it is so appreciated. I love to see all your faces on this page. You'll have more time, those of you who want to add your faces, by using this new camera tool. When we move on, you can continue to do some playing later, but we will go on in our session and we will play with some of the other tools. And this camera tool, you'll find there are many, many instances which it would be incredibly useful in your teaching. Capture that specific expression on the face of a drama student. Take a photo of the exact positioning on the fingerboard of your instrument for your student. Do a scavenger hunt and have the students capture the fact that they have solved the problem. There are any number of ways that this instant camera on the page can be used in your teaching for generating creativity right there and then. So let's move on to the next page. And for the next page, I'm going to show you one of the beautiful collaborative features of Kami, and that is live feature control. So I'm about to give you a new tool in your toolbox. You currently have the select tool and the add media tool, and I'm actually going to also now give you the text box tool. So you should see, without even needing to refresh your page, you should see that you now have the text box tool having popped up onto your page. And we're going to take a moment to think about what our favorite composer is. I would love for you to grab the text box tool just by clicking on your text box that is now in your toolbox on the left-hand side. Click on the page anywhere and tell me, what is the name of your favorite composer? So I have popped Bach onto the page. You can choose your own favorite composer, and please put your ideas onto the page with the text box. So you click on the text box, then you click on the page anywhere. And when you're in the text box, you have any number of formatting options that you can choose to change your color or your size. That would be amazing. I'm going to just give that link to some people who are wanting it still in the chat in our session. Here we go. That link should work for you in Chrome or in Edge, so you can click on that link. And Chantel, who's posted that, if you weren't able to get in, don't worry, I can always do the session with you later if you have a technical issue there, but I've reposted that link in the chat. I can see Chopin, I can see Mozart. This allows me to demonstrate one of the other amazing, unique features in Kami, and that is I can hover over an annotation and I can see the initials of the person who has contributed this. I can also hover over the initials and see, Jill, thank you so much for contributing Mozart as your favorite composer. Chopin, I can hover over and I can see Adele. Beautiful to see you on the page, Adele. And I can actually, as a teacher, encourage in real time. Now, I know that teachers love to encourage, and we were hearing from Carrie earlier about descriptive praise. And when you are able to see live action of everyone on the page in real time, you can encourage so easily in the moment, whereas it's quite difficult to be at every person's desk and being able to see what's happening all the time and encourage. If you're on a collaborative page with your students, you do have that option for students to see success on the page and immediately generate a little bit of courage to join in, but also as a teacher, you can encourage immediately by what you see on the page. Let's see who said Beethoven. Oh, I can't see the user, that's a guest user. But here's another Beethoven, and there's Bach, there's Tchaikovsky, wonderful. Thank you, Carla. I can see your favorite composers are popping onto that page. And one of the things that I could have done during the session, I forgot to press play, but you can add a timer onto a page. So if you want to structure a particular task, you can actually paste any YouTube link into a comment on a Kami page and add either an external video for extension or add a timer, or even add a dice to gamify an activity. Super, let's move on to our next page. And for that, I'm going to give you another one of our most loved tools, and that is the sticker tool. So I'm going to update my control features, and I'm going to give you the stickers tool. The stickers tool also is in the add media button. And you should see that pop up now for you in the add media tool. If you click on your add media tool, thank you, Jill, for your comment. It's beautiful to be here and have you in the session. If you click on the little smiley face in that add media tool, you will see that you have a whole selection of stickers. And these are also ways that you can encourage your students. You can pop a sticker on the page just to show me you know how to find this sticker tool. We can put loads all over the page. Now, bearing in mind, if I was doing activities with the class, I may share one page at a time. We've got a whole resource here, so we have lots of pages. But it's possible to share with students Kami pages, either to make an individual copy of a page, so each student works on their own, or to collaborate like this all together on the page. Beautiful. I can see you really know how to find your stickers. And just so that I can show you, If the Kami stickers are not enough for you to have a personal impact, you can also add your own stickers. So you even can do a Bitmoji. So it's not Friday today, but yesterday, Happy Friday sticker there on the page. Or I can also add my own, if I'm a thinking school and I want to add habits of mind, for instance, I could add a sticker like striving for accuracy. So you can save your own signature stickers to your Kami profile so that you can use them with your classes. So if you have a specific symbol that means something to you and your students, you don't have to use the Kami stickers. But let's scroll on. We've got a little activity here on the next page. So we're on page 10. Page 10, we're going to listen to my beautiful Ella, who's currently the goalie in a match. So I'm thinking of her. But she is playing the piano in this little excerpt. And she's actually playing using a Kami page. She uses a Kami template in order to structure her piano practicing because she plays pieces that are quite long now. And sometimes the ability to just hone in on one section of a piece and make notes specifically on that section and repeatedly practice that tricky part is really helpful for students. And this is a section she was practicing. I'm going to ask you to place a sticker on the block determining which composer you think is the composer of this excerpt. So let me play that for you. There's a clue on the page too, if you looked carefully. Let me play it again for you. Pop your sticker in the Chopin, Bach, Beethoven, or Mendelssohn section, telling me who you think is the composer of this piece. If you're struggling to paste a sticker, thanks Chanel for letting me know. You can click on the Add Media tool. And when you're in the Add Media tool, you can choose the smiley face. That's where all the stickers are hiding. Choose the smiley face, select a sticker you like, and then click on the page to drop it there as an annotation contributed by you. Wonderful to see someone has guessed Beethoven. 2 people have guessed Mendelssohn. What do you think? Let's see what happens here. Someone says, very honestly, I have no idea. Well, thank you for your honesty. I so appreciate that, Samantha. I love it. You can stab a guess if you like, or you can stay on that line of I'm not too sure, no idea. But it's a great way for us to have a live activity. We've got a bit of music playing and I'll play it one more time. You can post your sticker where you would like to stab your guess. Who is the composer of this excerpt here? So let me tell you, those who have placed their stickers on the page, someone is also not sure, no problem. Thanks, Heidi, for letting us know that you're with us and you're having a think. You can place your sticker anywhere. I'm going to give you another 1 minute to do that. And then I'm going to tell you who the composer is of this excerpt. Okay, those last guesses were coming in correct. It is, in fact, Mendelssohn. This is an excerpt from a Mendelssohn piece. And so if you haven't heard that before, that is my daughter Ella playing a little excerpt for you. Thank you for joining me in that little bit of fun. Next, we are going to go down to page 11, where I'm going to give you the drawing tool. So you should see your toolbox update in a second. I'm going to give you the drawing tool. And I'm also going to give you the eraser tool in case you draw something that you'd like to rub out. How does each child get a page? I see the question in the chat right there. While we are in a Kami page, I'm able to click on a share button at the top of the page. You will also have this button, but you won't be able to share this page because it was originally created by me. And so that share link immediately pops up for you to be able to paste to your students. And you can even share with a QR code. So you have both of those options to share a page, either for everyone to join or to make an individual copy. Right, so on this page, what I'd love you to do with the drawing tool is actually you can just use your finger on the page if you'd like to, if you have a touch screen, or you can use your mouse. And I'd love for you to draw a semi-breve, or you can just have a squiggle if you want on the music notes. If music is not your speciality and you don't want to draw an actual note, just have a play and see that you can actually freehand draw on a Kami page in a musical way. So on music notation, if you'd like to, on the left-hand side of this page, I've given you a link where if you open your Kami dashboard, you can actually create music from a music manuscript page that we have on offer. When you choose that new page option, you have that ability to go in and make a Kami musical page. So it's possible to draw freehand onto a music stave. Then we're going to scroll to the next page. Thank you for having fun with me on this page, where I'm going to give you, let's say you don't want to draw on a Kami page, but you want your musical excerpts to look maybe a bit more professional. Maybe you're designing a music test and you want to use actual music notes that look more like the structured note values and notes, etc., as we see on printed music. This is your gift for being in this session with me. Everyone gets this gift for afterwards. There is a link on the right-hand side of this page that will take you to a copy for yourself of all of these music annotations that I've made for you that you can save to your annotation bank. How to use your annotation bank? Well, that is for you to explore in a session that we have more time for if you book with me. But for today, you will be able to click on that link and have your own copy of this page. And if you hover over any of those musical annotations, you'll see a little box. You can click to add that to your annotation bank. So you can use any of these anytime. That's your free gift. Right, to the next activity. For those artists with us in the session, we are going to do some art now. I'm going to actually give you the shapes tool. I'm going to give you the triangle shapes tool. So as you can see again live, I'm going to change your features that you're able to play with. And I'm going to give you just the triangle shape, but we have more shapes on offer in general. So you should now see that you have the shapes tool. I'm just checking on my side. You have the triangle. And I'm going to just, before we do an actual art creation together as a collaboration, on this page, beautiful, I can see someone's already joining in. I'd love to see if you can draw a triangle, but can you fill it for me? So initially when you draw a triangle, it will arrive like this without the shape being filled. If you choose the shapes tool, and then at the top of the menu, you select from the drop down the word fill. Then when you draw a triangle, you'll see that the triangle will actually be a filled triangle shape. Let's practice a few filled triangles on our page together. That would be really awesome before we do our art activity. So again, those steps, you click on the shapes tool and then you choose the top menu where it says a number and you click on that drop down and you choose the word fill. The word fill will allow you to then draw a filled triangle shape. And that then allows you to immediately color in that triangle when you draw it. So I can see lots of filled triangles happening. Beautiful. Let's go with that and move on to the next page. And we're going to do a collaborative art piece live in this demo. So yes, it's risky. Thank you for being here with me. And thank you for your creative juices. I'd love for you to pick any triangle here on the page. Color it in for me with a triangle shapes tool. And then I'd love for you to pick the drawing tool and just decorate it a little bit. So whatever you'd like to do on your triangle shape, I would love to see those creative juices flow. So let's just have any drawing you like in your triangle and you'll see in real time, we are seeing more, experiencing more, sharing more, and learning more. We are creating our own artwork together. Stunning. I also think we should, I see a treble clef on this one over here, which is so cool. I think we should have some music going on. Let me do another triangle shape and I'll put a note on it. Shall I? Let's do that. Here we go. And I'll get the drawing tool now. So you get to choose your colors as you draw. And the more you play in Kami, the more you will see the options that you have are limitless for creativity. So you and your students have so many ways to show what you know. We're exploring just a few of those today, but there are endless opportunities for you to reach out and have more time to explore Kami. So this is really happening. We have created an art piece together as a collaboration. I love this one with so many different triangles in the triangle. That is awesome. Being a mathematician and a muso, I love shapes. So that's really cool. Thank you for this contribution. It can keep going. You can play more later with pleasure. We're just going to move on to the next section of our session, which is a bit of drama. Now, I'm just full disclosure, I am not at all a drama teacher. So this is me trying to demonstrate a technique that I believe is used for drama practice. And so we're now on page 15. And evidently the yes and the no but is a method that is used to encourage students to practice responses to certain statements. Okay, so if we were to do this, I'm going to just give you a few examples of how, and you can explore this later. So this would be done with the comment tool, which you don't currently have. I'll share it with you in a second. But I first want to just demonstrate the powerful 4 layers of comment tools we have on a page. So for instance, where words fail, music speaks. If I wanted to respond to that with a yes and statement, one of the ways I could do that is to choose a text comment. So I would choose the text comment and click on the page in that yes and column, and you will see it will give a colored circle. And I can either type out or even voice type. Yes, we have voice typing in text boxes and comments in Kami, so your students can speak out their thoughts, and you can save time. My comment here would be, where words fail, music speaks. Music can transcend words and can convey emotions and tap into all of our senses. There we go. So I spoke out that text comment, but you see it has now locked that comment onto the page. That's the first type of comment. Then there's the audio comment. You'll be so pleased. These are so easy to use. You just click and speak. So I'm going to click on the audio comment. I'm going to click on the page and I'm going to say, no, but the only instance that music would transform words would be if you didn't have the vocabulary. I don't believe that, but that is my response if I was to use a no, but. Then I'm going to show you a video comment. If I click on a video comment, I can choose to respond. Mathematics and science are really important subjects. And I'm going to choose yes, and music, art, and drama are the types of subjects that if you participate in will actually improve your ability to manage maths and science and all your other subjects. And I click done, and it has locked a video comment onto the page. Now I can do the same and more with even a screen capture comment on the page. So if I choose the last of the comments at the bottom, the screen capture comment, not only can I respond with my video, but I can also draw on the page. So if I was going to demonstrate something, I could actually say, a child who battles academically should still study music. Yes, absolutely, because a child who struggles with academics would actually benefit from the discipline of music. Music is something that I can write on the page here while I'm talking to you. I can draw and I can do things and whatever, just so you can experience the fact that the screen capture comment is going to capture what I did as well as what I said. So I'll rub that out for you now because that was just me doing a quick demo. But in that screen capture, if you watch that again, you'll see that you're actually able to model what you want your students to either demonstrate themselves or what you're wanting to teach them. So the screen capture comment is super powerful. You can play more on this page later. I'm going to now give you all the tools and features in your toolbox, and you'll see that the toolbox becomes a huge array of options for you. Now, your students, like we've done in this session, won't necessarily need all of those tools all of the time. We know if you've got teenagers, sometimes the camera tool is super powerful and appropriate and sometimes not. So you can control those features for your students, whether it's in a collaborative document like this, or whether it's in a document you share, making a copy for assignments. So I've just got a timer going off to say that I'm nearly done, which means I'm going to wrap up with you. How have we experienced the way Kami does collaboration uniquely? Well, on page 17, I've given you a full summary. I don't need to read it out for you. It's there for you to have a look at any point. But the highlights, I hope you've seen. One of the things is the link sharing and the QR codes. We also integrate fully with all the LMSs. feature control we've seen live. Annotation summary is something that a teacher will see on the side of a page, a list of exactly what's happened on the page so that you can actually intervene in real time and support those who need it. And that annotation box that you now have a whole lot of treats to add to on your side. We've got that responsible collaboration. Now, if you try to move your annotation on the page, you will see it was so easy for you to do. But wait, no other tool does this. A student cannot edit, remove, or change somebody else's annotation on the page. So when you have collaboration like this, you don't have tears because somebody's deleted somebody else's work. You'll love this. Dark mode you haven't yet seen, but on your profile, you can toggle on and off dark mode super easily, and so can your students. You can get everyone involved, and you can even add pages to the end of any Kami document. So we're going to wrap up here quickly just with the ways that you can reach out. We've got several ways you can reach out with video tutorials, our blog, our fundamentals course, our library, and you can book more time with me. I would love to help you one-on-one or with your team. So let's go, Kami. Welcome to the experience of your life, teaching with Kami, and here is how you can stay connected. I thank you so much for your time, and thank you for collaborating real time with me in this session.
Nicole, thank you so much. Wow, I always learn so much from you, and I'm so grateful for the gentle, calm, and passionate way that you explain things. You make it so easy, and I'm definitely going to keep this as well so I can go back and learn some more. So thank you so much, Nicole.
Bless you, Pam. It's been a great pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, everyone. If you'd like to stay on, we've got Wendy Taylor coming up now. And then straight after Wendy's presentation, we've got all of our lucky draw prizes and spot prizes. So we look forward to seeing you. We'll see you back in a second. Thank you.